Leading the way on air, online, and on the go. From WLWT, this is Issues.
Hello, welcome to Issues. I'm Jan-Michele Lemon Kearney of SESH Communications and the Cincinnati Herald. We have a lot of great news today. A little later, we're going to talk about, how to drop those bags, how to show strength as a woman. A great conference is coming up. We're also going to talk about National AIDS Awareness Day for women and girls, and so that's coming up too. First, we're going to talk to Cincinnati's own diva, known all over the world though, Kathy Wade. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So good to see you. Now, we always have a lot to talk about, but today, Books Alive.
Books Alive for Kids, yeah.
That's so exciting.
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is some of the partnerships that we've been able to establish there this year with Books Alive for Kids in certain schools. So Bond Hill has been is now being sponsored by Mercy Health, and we're very happy to have that partnership.
Wonderful. That's great.
And the Otto and Buddick Family Foundation has been gracious enough to underwrite the program at Chase Elementary.
Oh, wonderful.
So we are now in about 6 schools during the day, during the school day.
Right.
But what I want to talk about is our Books Alive for Kids Family Literacy Nights.
So exciting. Yeah.
It's wonderful. We started in the fall. We had 9 locations, and it's designed to empower parents and caregivers to engage their children to read to succeed.
That's so great.
It's a fun night of family entertainment. You read the book, you make your ring of words, you get to make a craft based on the book, and then it ends with a performance of the book.
Oh,
and it's done in 4 easy steps so that when a parent or a caregiver leaves, they know how to fully equip their child to read.
Oh, that's so great.
It's very simple.
So, and we should say this program actually is all over the country.
Yes, Books Alive for Kids is across the country.
Is across the country,
Yes.
and you've gotten all kinds of awards for that, which is
Yes.
just wonderful. It's wonderful that you started here in Cincinnati.
Absolutely.
Always so proud of that.
Absolutely.
But this Books Alive Literacy Night is going to be across the city in lots of different venues,
Yes.
and even if it's not in one's own school,
Right.
they're welcome to sign up and come.
They're welcome to sign up. You can go to
Okay.
our website, learningthroughart.com/registration, and sign up. And
Okay.
when you get there, because the list is continuing to grow, check the one that's closest to your neighborhood, and you get a free backpack. Each child will get their backpack. The idea is that there has to be an adult with the child, because we want this to be an experience for that give and take and that spark of learning and reading.
And that's so good for the parent or
Absolutely.
the adult caregiver to be there,
Absolutely.
because you can pick up tips about how to get your child interested in
And
reading
that's
and help them
exactly
read.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're doing this,
Yeah.
because it's important. Yes, you have to read to succeed. That's our future. You can't do anything if you cannot read.
Right, you've got to
And
read.
what we're finding is that even if we have adults who are having some challenges with reading, this is a great program for them as well, because everything is done on a level that it's easy to enter the realm of reading.
Right, that's so great. Now we've got some photos that I know Jeff is saying he's going to call up in a minute. But let's kind of talk about what's going to happen that night. Tell us about the photos.
This is one
Here's
of
some
our
on the screen.
one of our nights. We've got families that come to us from all over the place, and this is part of the reading session where the child actually reads. And some of our locations, we actually have what we call a read aloud. So any child that wants to read gets in a line, and they read one sentence of the book, and everybody applauds.
Oh,
This
so
is
encouraging.
And this is where the parents actually start working with the child. They work with them from the very beginning. But in this particular case, they are making their craft, and I love this photograph with the dad and the 2 kids working through the craft part of the program. This is another picture. This is from Bond Hill Academy, actually, with a parent helping their son do the project, because everything ties back to the book. It's sight, sound, and touch. Another example, they are actually making the craft. Giraffes Can't Dance is the show that we did, the first book that we did this, I know it's my favorite, this past fall. This is part of the read aloud, where we have the children actually come up, they take a sentence out of the book, and they read aloud, and everybody supports and applauds.
Oh, man.
There's no wrong or no right. And this is part of one of the shots from the actual performance. For Giraffes Can't Dance, we literally make that book come alive. Those are two actors from the Children's Theater of Cincinnati, and their workshop division, DeAndre Means and DeAndre Smith. They are our 2 working actors who come in and do the performances for us. So you get this full experience. You read the book, you make a craft, you actually have words that you do. We call it a ring of words, and they're all the sight words in the book, because if you don't have your sight words, you can't read.
Right, yeah.
And then it culminates, you do your craft, and then it culminates with the live performance.
So fantastic. And so
Thank
we should
you.
say it's March 7th through April 7th at different venues.
At different venues, and we simply just go online, learningthroughart.com/registration, and you'll be able to register there. And for more information, you can call our office, 513-242-60 6028 extension 1.
Okay,
You
say
can-
the number. Jeff said, say the number again.
513-242-6028 extension 1. A wonderful woman named Nina will answer the phone, and you can register actually just by calling.
Okay,
If
we
you
can call
don't
to
have
register.
access to the internet, just give us a call and we'll put your name down and we'll let you know what schools you can go to.
Okay, and we'll make it easy too for people who didn't remember learningthroughart.com.
Yes.
Just go to WLWT.com and register. And people can pick whichever venue they'd like, whatever
yes.
night they'd like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
and it's one night per family.
One night per family. Okay, so don't fill up all the nights. Come on.
No.
And so, but the good thing, it's free.
It's
and
free.
What a great experience.
Absolutely. It's
yes.
free. It's free, and the backpack. This is all based on our Books Alive for Kids backpack. The backpack goes home with you and the child.
Oh, that's
so you
so
can
special.
do this activity over and over again. You can continue to read the book. You can then take it and do other things with it as you so please. And it's a great story.
It's great training for the parents
Absolutely.
too.
And that's what we want to do. We don't want parents to feel as though they can't help their children. You can.
Right.
So this is a program that, as you know, we've done this for 17 years. We've taken it from 6 weeks to 4 easy steps.
Wow.
So that you are truly empowering your children to read to succeed.
That is so great. So March 7th through April 7th.
Yes.
Different venues all over the city. Everybody's invited.
Absolutely.
No charge. You
No
get all
charge.
this great performance and
Absolutely.
craft and reading.
Absolutely.
You get a backpack with all those goodies in it to
Absolutely.
continue this at home.
Yes, and
Okay.
I have to actually say I want to thank Procter & Gamble, who has stepped up and become one of our big sponsors as well.
Such a
So we're
great
very
community
grateful.
partner.
Absolutely.
And now Mercy Health
Mercy
also.
Health, Otto and Buddick
And
Family
Otto and Buddick
Foundation,
family.
absolutely. The Williams Foundation. We've been very fortunate and very grateful. The Strive partnership is actually tracking our parent engagement. This is a big thing around the country now,
Okay.
being able to find avenues to engage parents in the education of their children. So this is the very first program that we're doing this with.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Well, now we're going to talk with Rose Todd Stanford about National Women and Girls AIDS Awareness Day. And we want to give a shout out to Cheryl Hutchins. She was going to try to come, but I understand her daughter's giving birth as we're taping. So we want to tell her all kinds of congratulations and best wishes with that new little one. But Rose, I'm so glad you're here.
Well,
this
thank you,
is
Jan.
great.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. So let's talk about Women and Girls HIV/AIDS Awareness Day.
This has been an annual event here in Cincinnati. It actually began around 2005.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, but then it kind of just fell off. And
Well,
so,
I think because people thought we were doing okay, right? For a
well,
while.
definitely.
And we're really not.
We're
I mean,
not.
Yeah.
No, the numbers of new infections are increasing. Yeah, people think that there's a cure, there's a pill.
And I think we started thinking maybe HIV and AIDS weren't really a threat anymore, and maybe the education fell off or the awareness fell off, because it seems like as we stopped talking about it, the numbers started going up.
In addition to that, the money has fell off.
The money fell off, right?
The money fell off big time for prevention and education. And a lot of
And we
money
need
is still
that.
into treatment, but
We need to prevent.
we need to
We need to
prevent.
treat, but we need to prevent and educate. So let's
Yes.
talk about and why women and girls.
Well, there is, and I really applaud the people the pioneers who showed up on Capitol Hill uninvited and went through the clinical trials, and some of them died, so that we can have what we have now. But that population is not the only population that is infected or affected by HIV and AIDS. And unfortunately, African American women have about a 50% rate of infection compared
Really?
to other women. Yes,
Wow.
ma'am. So it's really,
That's high.
it is. It is high. And we just don't have enough education, prevention, and treatment for African American women. Well, women in general, but and especially our African American women. So that's what we're trying to combat here in the Cincinnati area, is to bring awareness to the HIV and AIDS issues for women and girls here in the Cincinnati area, especially the African American women. And it is a big issue. Women and girls are the future makers.
Right.
And if we're getting sick or dying, what does that say about our future?
Right. Exactly. So okay, Rose, tell us about what's going to happen on March 10th and March 11th.
On March 10th, we're having an evening of culture, and we're planning to.
Oh, good. We've got it. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Jeff just said it's up on the screen. Go ahead, Rose. I'm sorry.
That's fine. March the 10th at the Millennium Hotel, downtown Cincinnati on 6th Street. We will be having an evening of culture from 7:30 to 9:30.
In the evening.
In the evening. We will have some spoken word.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of a fun evening. One of the popular doctors in Cincinnati is going to do some musical entertainment for us.
Oh, who's that? Can you tell us who it is?
I think I should let that be a
Okay.
surprise.
He must have said, don't say.
No, he
Okay.
didn't say that, but I didn't get his permission.
Okay, all right,
But
I
Dr.
gotcha.
Carl Fichtenbaum.
Okay, all right.
And yeah, I dropped
I think
the
Dr.
bomb.
Carl won't mind us giving him a shout out. Okay.
We are also honoring two outstanding women in the HIV/AIDS arena. We're honoring a woman from Washington, D.C. named Linda Scruggs. She's been an advocate for many, many years, and her particular skills are with orating and speaking.
Okay, now there's, we're going to jump back to what's happening on Friday, March 11th.
Oh, okay. Friday, March 11th is our opportunity to educate. We will be having workshops at the Union Institute and University on Macmillan Street. The hours are from 8:30 to 3:30. CEUs will be available. We will also have continental breakfast and lunch for our attendees.
And is that open to the public?
That's open to the public.
Open to the public.
We ask you to please register. You can either call 513-619-1455, or you can call my number at 513-628-5232.
Okay, and Rose, let's give that number on the screen again, the 619 number.
513-619-1455.
And going back to March 10th, do people need to register for that, for the evening of culture?
Not particularly. The
Okay.
registration for Friday is because we are offering CEUs.
Okay, so people can get credit.
So people can get
Continuing
credit
education credit.
for
Okay.
coming in.
So that's March 10th, evening of culture, 7:30 to 9:30 at the Millennium Hotel right downtown in the Crossroads Room. And I hear they've totally remodeled that hotel. It's supposed to be beautiful now.
Oh
so,
yeah. And we're gonna make it beautiful that night anyway.
I know. And then March 11th, the workshop. So again, people should call 513-619-1455.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Women in AIDS Awareness Day. Thank you so much for coming, and shout out to Cheryl.
Oh, thank
so
you.
tell her we're thinking about her.
Thank you for having us.
Stick with us. We've got a Black History moment to talk about the Dumas House, and we'll be back in a minute.
WLWT celebrates moments in Cincinnati Black history.
McAllister Street near Lytle Park, running just one block, was a busy hub for the Black community in Cincinnati from the mid-1800s to the early 1900s, in particular the Dumas House. It was home to the first Black-owned hotel in Cincinnati. Information was traded at the Dumas and used by the Underground Railroad.
Welcome back. Okay, so I told you you're going to learn how to drop those bags. We have a fantastic conference coming up, Strength of a Woman. I'd like to introduce to you the founder and CEO, Deborah Cottrell. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And Lynette Hines, welcome. You are the event coordinator.
Yes, thank you.
So I'm so excited about this. It's March 12th. It's at the Doubletree Hotel out there in Sharonville all day, 8 a.m. to 3
p.m.
3 p.m. And so tell us about the Strength of a Woman conference.
Okay, the conference is open to help women to unload those bags that we know that we all carry, like the finances, health,
relationships,
yeah. And so we are excited about the planning of it. We are just going to invest in the lives of the women that day. They're going to feel good. They are going to come in probably with a load, but when they leave out, we plan to have them lighter.
Feeling good.
Yes.
Because everybody's got baggage, right? I mean, everyone's got some baggage, and
Yes.
you wake up and think, how am I going to make it through this day because I'm worried about whatever. We've got to learn how to drop that stuff.
Yeah, it's a day to kind of set aside to invest in yourself. You know, look at where you are so that you can plan for your future
Right.
and get the tools that you need to help you, you know, empowered and inspired.
That's right. Get the tools you need. Lynette, tell us about your involvement with this Strength of a Woman
Well,
conference.
we're all about sharing and connecting, so that's why we have an extension of events that's going on, that's coming up following the conference, after the conference.
Oh, there are events after the conference
Yes,
too.
we have monthly our Let's Talk, where women can come out and share and connect, and
That's fantastic.
you know, just relax at that time. Our next event will be on the 23rd, 25th.
March 25th.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this one is before the conference. It's next
Oh,
Thursday.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is a pre-conference event.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So
we
it's going to be February 25th.
Fifth in the
Yeah.
community. We'll be coming out for dinner at the Macaroni Grill out in Tri-County.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. And
So,
then-
I'm sorry. Go
And then to follow up behind that a little later, we're going to do a retreat, April the 15th through the 17th.
Oh, you have a lot going on.
We really do. I believe in empowering women and giving them things to do to be able to set time aside for themselves. Because if there's nothing that's like fun or that you plan, a lot of times you won't do it.
And Deborah, how did you get the vision for this Strength of a Woman organization?
I would just have to say it was God. You know, I have always been empowered by women, perhaps like my mother, my grandmother, just looked at their strength. And then I also looked at the side of women where they feel a little weaker. And I don't know, it's just always been inside my heart to just empower women and girls.
That is so great. So, okay, so let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen on March 12th during the conference.
Okay.
Lynette or Deborah, either one.
Of course, we have some guest speakers, and of course, the one and only you will be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be the MC. I'm really, I tell Deborah, I'm so excited. I'm going to
love
be there
it.
all
We
day.
love
We're
it.
going to have
We
a
love
great
it,
time.
you know.
But Deasa Nichols is going to be
Our morning speaker. And
Oh, she's good.
She really
She's
is.
She's
great.
got quite a story to tell.
And then in the
has.
afternoon, we have Phyllis Hogue.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
who will be speaking. And then we have some really great workshops that's going to be taking place.
Oh, let's hear about the workshops.
Okay, so we have one that's going to be on relationships. We have a gentleman coming from Alabama that's going to facilitate that. And then we have one for finances, a husband and wife team.
Oh, good.
And then we have our health, which is Chantel Thomas. And we also have Deborah Rayner, who is with Careers. So we'll have a couple workshops in the morning. We'll have a couple in the evening. So the participants with the conference would be able to choose two workshops that they would like to attend.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was going to say it's all interrelated, isn't it?
is.
Because you can worry about your finances, you can worry about your relationship. All that affects your health. All that
Yeah.
stress makes you sick.
It does.
And it's all you know, it's all interwoven.
Yes.
So I love the idea that you're addressing all those areas.
Yes, see, that's our mission, you know, I think that's what makes our organization unique. We don't just look at one part, we look at the whole woman and try
whole
to
woman.
build them up
Right.
from within to rebuild families and communities. If the woman's broken, everybody's broken.
Everybody's broken. That's right. I love the
That's
woman's
right.
broken, everybody's broken. So we're going to make sure our women are strong, empowered at Strength of a Woman Conference.
right.
It's March 12th at the Doubletree Hotel in Sharonville. Tell us how to register.
Okay, you can, well, you can purchase tickets ahead of time. You can go on the website and at www.strengthofawoman.org, or you could,
Okay, and you know, people looking on the screen, okay, that was the last
that's
one,
okay.
but here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
We
But
got
you
it.
can purchase your tickets online. You can call us at 513-785-8374.
And give us that number again, Deborah.
513-785-8374. And the tickets are $35 per person, but if you buy two, there's two for $60.
So only $30 a piece if you buy two, and you're there all day long.
All day long, you get continental breakfast, you get a buffet lunch, you get afternoon snack, you get materials to
Empowerment.
take. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna go away with something that's worth $35.
Absolutely, and so much more.
Yes.
That is a good price, so much more. So we want to encourage people to come. I know Lynette's working hard getting everything together.
Yes, she is.
And so we've got February 25th for the pre-conference. It's
Yeah.
not really pre-conference, but for another workshop. But then this whole day of empowerment is going to be March 12th at the
Yes,
DoubleTree.
ma'am.
So we will connect people through WLWT.com
Yeah.
so that you can find Strength of a Woman.
Yes.
But or they can look up Strength of a Woman. But we want people to register for that March 12th conference.
Yeah, this is a conference they don't want to miss. It's
Right.
time to invest in yourself.
Time to invest in. I love it. Thank you so much, Lynette. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you. You're
We'll see you March 12th. I'm really excited.
Okay.
Okay, stick with us. We're going to talk about the Manse Hotel, where my parents spent their honeymoon. Stick with us.
WLWT celebrates moments in Cincinnati Black history.
The Man's Hotel was black-owned in the early 20th century when lodging in Cincinnati was still segregated. Famous African-American entertainers and musicians stayed at the Man's when they came to town. Known for its ballroom and meeting place, the hotel still stands today in Walnut Hills as an apartment complex formerly owned by Horace Sudduth, who died in 1957.
All right, here's some events you don't want to miss. To Michael Bobo.
First up, we have the second annual Heart Health Expo, Saturday, February 27th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the New Prospect Baptist Church, located at 1580 Summit Road. This is free and open to the public. For more information, call 557-9860. Next is the first annual March 1st, March for Youth Health Expo at the Saturday, March 5th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Kennedy Heights Art Center, located at 6620 Montgomery Road. For more information, call 319-5053. And last is the Celebrate New Life 2016 Conference, Messianic Seder, Workshops, and Health Services, March 3rd through 5th at the Cincinnati Marriott Northeast, located at 9664 South Mason Montgomery Road. For more information, call 239-3885. And that will be, the host of that will be Apostle Dr. Lyrica Joy.
Oh, Dr. Lyrica Joy has such a story to tell. So she had 6 bypass surgeries, died on the operating table. She said she went to visit God and came back. You guys have to support her March 3rd. It's going to be fantastic. So we want you to have a great week, stay safe, and stay positive.